Title: The Tale of Kwame the Fearless, Guardian of the Baobab Forest. Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, nestled between rolling savannas and ancient mountains, lay the village of Nzuri. This village was known for its lush landscapes and vibrant traditions. At its center stood the great baobab, an ancient tree said to be the meeting place of gods and spirits. The tree's roots were entwined with the fabric of the earth, and its branches touched the heavens. The villagers often gathered under its shade to hear stories of old, tales of heroes, mythical creatures, gods, and spirits. In this village lived a young man named Kwame. He was known far and wide for his courage and kindness. Kwame's heart was as vast as the savannas and his spirit as strong as the mountains. From a young age, he showed a deep connection to the land and its creatures, often seen talking to animals and caring for the ancient trees. Kwame's life was bound by a prophecy, whispered by the village elders and inscribed on the ancient stones around the baobab. It spoke of a time when darkness would rise and the balance between worlds would be threatened. Only a hero with unmatched bravery and a pure heart could restore harmony and protect the village from impending doom. The prophecy began to unfold on a night unlike any other. The moon, usually a gentle guardian in the night sky, turned crimson, casting an eerie glow over Nzuri. The winds howled through the village, and the ground trembled as if the earth itself were in pain. The great baobab began to wither, its leaves falling like tears to the ground. The village elders gathered, their faces etched with worry. They knew the time had come for the prophecy to be fulfilled. Kwame, hearing the commotion, approached the council with determination in his eyes. "I will go," he declared. "I will find the source of this darkness and restore balance to our land." The elders nodded, their hearts heavy with the weight of what lay ahead. They gave Kwame a sacred amulet, said to be blessed by the gods, and a staff carved from the branches of the great baobab, imbued with the spirit of the forest. Kwame's journey began with a trek through the dense jungles that bordered Nzuri. The jungle was alive with the sounds of hidden creatures, their eyes gleaming like stars in the darkness. Guided by the light of the amulet, Kwame moved with purpose, each step taking him deeper into the unknown. As he traveled, Kwame encountered a majestic lion with a mane as golden as the sun. The lion, a guardian spirit, blocked his path, its eyes piercing into Kwame's soul. "Why do you seek the heart of the darkness, young one?" the lion roared. Kwame stood tall, his voice unwavering. "I seek to restore balance to my village and protect the great baobab. The darkness threatens all that I hold dear." The lion nodded, impressed by Kwame's resolve. "To proceed, you must answer my riddle. Fail, and you shall go no further. Succeed, and I will guide you." Kwame listened intently as the lion posed its riddle. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Kwame thought for a moment, then smiled. "You are an echo." The lion stepped aside, granting Kwame passage. "You have proven your wisdom, young hero. Follow me, and I will lead you to the guardian spirit." They traveled together through the jungle, eventually reaching an ancient baobab tree, even older than the one in Zuri. Here, the guardian spirit appeared, a figure of ethereal beauty, with eyes that shimmered like the stars and a presence that radiated power. "Kwame," the guardian spirit spoke, "to save your village, you must retrieve the heart of the river from the Black Mountain. It is a gem of unparalleled beauty, guarded by Nyoka, the serpent god. Only by obtaining this gem can you restore the great baobab and banish the darkness." With a bow of gratitude, Kwame set off towards the Black Mountain. The journey was fraught with peril, the path treacherous and winding. As he climbed higher, the air grew thin, and the landscape more desolate. Yet, Kwame pressed on, his determination unwavering. At the peak of the Black Mountain, Kwame found a cave, its entrance guarded by Nyoka, the serpent god. Nyoka was a fearsome sight, his scales shimmering like molten gold, eyes as cold as the depths of the river. Why do you seek the heart of the river? Nayoka hissed, his voice echoing through the cavern. Kwame stood his ground, his heart beating steadily. I seek to restore balance to my village and save the great baobab. The darkness threatens to consume us all. Nayoka regarded him with a mix of curiosity and amusement. To take the heart of the river, you must face 3 trials. Succeed, and the gem is yours. Fail, and you shall never leave this mountain. The first trial was a test of strength. Kwame was pitted against a giant stone golem, its body carved from the very rock of the mountain. Using his staff and his wits, Kwame fought bravely, striking with precision and agility. After a fierce battle, he defeated the golem, its body crumbling to dust. The second trial was a test of wisdom. Nayoka presented Kwame with a series of complex puzzles, each more challenging than the last. Drawing upon the knowledge and teachings of his village elders, Kwame solved each puzzle with skill and patience, his mind sharp and focused. The final trial was a test of heart. Nayoka conjured an illusion of Nzuri, engulfed in darkness, its people in despair. Kwame's heart ached at the sight, but he remained resolute, knowing that it was merely a trick to break his spirit. You cannot sway me with illusions, Nayoka, Kwame declared. My heart belongs to my village, and I will not be deterred. Impressed by Kwame's courage and purity of heart, Nayoka relented. You have proven yourself worthy, young hero. The heart of the river is yours. With the gem in hand, Kwame made his way back to Nzuri. The journey was arduous, but the thought of saving his village fueled his every step. Upon his return, he placed the heart of the river at the base of the great baobab. The gem pulsed with a radiant light, and the tree began to heal, its leaves returning, and its branches reaching towards the sky once more. The darkness that had plagued Nzuri dissipated, and the village was bathed in light and warmth. The villagers rejoiced, their hearts filled with gratitude and awe. Kwame was hailed as a hero, his name etched into the annals of history. Though peace had returned to Nzuri, Kwame sensed that his journey was not yet complete. The elders warned him that while the immediate threat had been quelled, the balance between the worlds was delicate and required constant vigilance. One evening, as the villagers celebrated their renewed prosperity, a mysterious traveler arrived in Zuri. He was an old man with eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of the ages. Introducing himself as Abesai, he spoke in riddles and shared ancient stories of the spirit world. Abesai revealed to Kwame that the heart of the river was only one of the 4 elemental gems that maintained harmony in the region. The remaining 3, the firestone, the wind crystal, and the earth orb, were scattered across the land, each guarded by powerful entities. The balance of our world rests upon these gems, Abesai explained. While you have restored one, the others are still vulnerable. Dark forces will not rest until they have taken all 4. Kwame understood the gravity of the situation and vowed to seek out the remaining gems. With Abesai as his guide, he embarked on a new quest that would test his resolve and bravery more than ever before. Their first destination was the volcanic lands to the east, where the firestone was hidden. This land was dominated by the Fire Mountain, an active volcano guarded by Baku, the fire dragon. As they approached, the air grew hotter, and the ground trembled with the mountain's fury. Kwame and Abesai climbed the treacherous slopes, enduring intense heat and navigating rivers of molten lava. At the volcano summit, they encountered Baku, a dragon with scales of burning ember and eyes like molten gold. Baku, Kwame called out, we seek the firestone to maintain the balance of our world. Please, grant us passage. The dragon roared, the sound echoing through the mountains. Only one who can withstand the fire within can claim the firestone, Baku declared. Face the flames and prove your worth. Baku breathed a massive plume of fire, creating a wall of flames between him and Kwame. With his staff in hand and Abesai's wisdom at his side, Kwame stepped forward into the inferno. The heat was unbearable, but Kwame focused on the amulet's cooling presence against his chest, summoning the courage and strength he had always known within him. Miraculously, the flames parted, and Kwame emerged unscathed. Baku, impressed by his fortitude, relinquished the firestone. You have the heart of a true hero, Kwame. Take the firestone and guard it well. With the firestone in their possession, Kwame and Abesai journeyed west to the highlands, where the wind crystal was kept. The highlands were home to fierce gales and soaring cliffs, making the journey perilous. At the peak of the highest cliff, they met the wind spirit, Aella, a being of swirling air and ethereal beauty. Aella, Kwame said, we seek the wind crystal to preserve the balance of our world. Will you aid us? Aella's voice was like the whisper of the wind. To claim the wind crystal, you must prove your agility and grace. Dance with the wind and show that you can move as one with the air. Kwame stepped onto the cliff's edge, feeling the wind whip around him. Closing his eyes, he remembered the stories of his ancestors who danced to honor the spirits. Mimicking their movements, he danced with the wind, his body moving fluidly and gracefully. The winds supported him, lifting him into the air as he moved. Aella watched with approval. You have danced with the wind, Kwame. The wind crystal is yours. May it guide you always. With 2 gems secured, Kwame and Abesai turned their sights north, to the dense jungles where the earth orb was hidden. These jungles were thick and impenetrable, the ground teeming with life. Deep within, they found the Earth Guardian, a towering being made of roots and stone named Zuri. Zuri, Kwame spoke, we seek the Earth Orb to safeguard the balance of our world. Will you grant us this boon? Zuri's voice was deep and resonant. To earn the Earth Orb, you must prove your connection to the earth. Show that you respect and understand the land and its creatures. Kwame knelt and placed his hands on the ground, feeling the heartbeat of the earth beneath his fingers. He whispered words of gratitude for the land's bounty and promised to protect and honor it always. As he did, the jungle seemed to come alive, animals approaching and plants blooming around him. Zuri nodded, his stony face breaking into a smile. You have shown true respect for the earth, Kwame. The Earth Orb is yours. May it strengthen your resolve. With all 4 elemental gems in his possession, Kwame returned to Nzuri. The village erupted in celebration, for they knew that Kwame's efforts had secured the balance of their world. However, the joy was short-lived, for a final challenge awaited. As Kwame placed the gems around the great baobab, the ground shook violently. From the depths of the earth rose Noma, the dark sorcerer, who had long sought to harness the power of the gems for his own gain. You may have gathered the gems, but their power will be mine. Nyoma declared, his voice booming across the village. A fierce battle ensued. Nyoma summoned dark spirits and shadows, but Kwame, wielding the combined power of the gems, fought back with unwavering determination. The villagers, inspired by Kwame's bravery, joined the fight, their spirits united. The battle raged on, and just as Nyoma seemed to gain the upper hand, Kwame remembered the prophecy's final words, the hero's true strength lies not in the gems, but in the unity of his people. Calling upon the villagers, Kwame led a chant that resonated with the power of the earth, fire, wind, and water. The great baobab pulsed with energy, and the combined strength of the villagers and the gems overwhelmed Nyoma, banishing him into the depths of the earth. Peace was restored to Nzuri, and the balance between the worlds was secured. Kwame, now a true legend, continued to protect and guide his people, his story inspiring future generations. The great baobab stood tall, a symbol of unity, strength, and the enduring power of a pure heart. And so, the tale of Kwame the Fearless lived on, a testament to the hero who had saved not only his village but the very balance of the world.